Good afternoon, traders. You are welcome to today's Trade Digest and Signal. So, without wasting time, we're going to start from where we left off yesterday and what we were able to capitalize on and what we're able to do through our analysis. Okay, so starting from daily, of which I wouldn't want us to even start from daily, let's say 4 hour, because we really discussed some things yesterday. We talked about this 50% dealing range. We still talk about how we are anticipating some kind of higher prices based on what price has done from this level. And we're able to depict the fact that, okay, we have this weak eye, this structure within daily structure. So if we look at daily clearly, we will see the reason why I said we are to be looking for higher prices within the market because of this TC here, this trend change, because of this other block that was transcended above and closed above, which give us a structure break and trend change within 4 hour structure. And at the same time, because we are trading below the 50% of the day of our daily dealing range, then we are to be anticipating uh some kind of reversal from the market from this level. But because of what is going on 4 hour, and because we're able to see some things from this level, um, from within this internal structure, these are last dealing range for yesterday. These happen to be our dealing range yesterday. This particular level, yeah, happens to be our dealing range where we discuss this internal structure and at the same time talked about this OB on 1 hour as a refinement of this internal structure. But nonetheless, if price wants to react from any support or resistance level, it has to be a tamponing effect, like it has to just bounce from away from the level. And if we look at daily clearly, we see why we are having some kind of reaction from that level, which happens to be this particular leg here, this particular other block that we have there, which is the last result in our dealing range from this level. And as we can see, we are reacting from the level. But personally, from this reaction we are having here, last when we do have something, we have a lot of things to react from the dealing range. And if OB happens to be our last resort and we are having some kind of uh, something from the OB, then reaction from the OB, though, it means two things. But the way it doesn't close within the OB, we can still be anticipating that this week low on daily can be taken, can eventually be taken. But as it is, we are not supposed to get to that OB before price continue to go down. But as it is, we can be anticipating some kind of reaction into this other block that we have here. So we can come back into the other block, then continue to have higher prices in the market. So with that in the markets, we're going to, if we check 4 hours thoroughly for what happened yesterday, we see that it is this internal structure that give us some reaction and we close above this level. But for us to have proper mitigation of this leg, this secondary dealing range going forward into this, what is it called, other block coming from daily, then we will know that, okay, we are having some kind of reaction into the downside of the market. So this level, the only level that I'm anticipating this price getting to is this particular leg here. We have this level. You can be expecting all the liquidity that has been accumulated here to be taken out. So personally, I'll be anticipating lower prices from where we are now in the market. So dealing from that angle, what we're going to do yesterday, yeah, I was able to capitalize on the long, spotting with the fact that okay, I noticed that okay, we are anticipating some price into this OP on 1 hour, but we are within the internal structure of 4 hour already. So reacting from that level, I noticed that this particular strong guy, which is supposed to create it creates a weak low, but at the same time, we are anticipating the breakage of the weak low. Then what we spotted from the level is this MSS market structure shift. Then that automatically signal to us that we are no longer interested in coming down. So from within that level, so automatically we know that okay. From this level, we can continue to then I just find a way of looking for buy within the level and continue with the structure into the upside or something else. It was TP during Asian. So that's that about yesterday trade and our anticipation for other trades, maybe today or starting from. So we're just going to do analysis from for today. Today being Friday, we just have to take through weekly and see if we can see that we have this other block on weekly also we can be anticipating lower prices. But at the same time, we can just go into range. And if we check news today, we try and see what the market is doing currently. What we can be anticipating. We have some high impact news coming. Building permits for September coming in around 1:30 p.m. So, and this is after 12 already. What we're going to do now is daily. We already know these are dealing range, the previous dealing range, but we've established another dealing range as it is now. And at the same time, this other block might just be creating a weak eye for us. So for me to kind of know what we are capitalizing on, I would rather stick with this level here, which is not over analyzing something. Today is Friday, and here will be our strong low, and automatically here will be our weak eye. But we can bank on it fully because we are coming from other block on daily. So dealing from this range, automatically I've already spotted reversal pattern within this level. We've created another internal structure, which is a shift on lower time frame. So having that, we already know that this dealing range is not going to hold, but at least we're still going to stick with whatever can happen within the level. And as you can see, the internal structure that we have here is perfectly aligned with the 50% something. And we are not supposed to break. Since we break it, we know that this low is at risk as it is. So let's go on lower time frame. We've established our dealing range today. And what we can be capitalizing on from this level is the fact that, okay, we are citing something on lower time frame. So I'm not going to do general analysis. Today being Friday, we just try to find what we can capitalize on for New York. Now we have this level. Let's analyze on 15 minutes so that at least we'll be able to see clearly. Here happens to be our strong minor low, minor strong low. But as you can see, it has we've gotten a shift above that level. Is a shift as MSS within the markets. So minor MSS has taken place from that place. Then we know here to be our TC, which are structure break. Then we know this level to be our strong guy, and here to be our weak low. And as you can see, our weak low has been taken, and automatically here becomes our strong guy. So where is the next week low? This is the next week low, and it has also been taken. So I believe personally that money has been transferred from this leg to this particular leg here. But nonetheless, it still is this leg here is the one holding price now. This is the leg holding price. And here will be our dealing range. So for what we are having here, this is another level here to be reckoning with. Which will be our week low, where we'll be anticipating price to take on lower something. So from this particular level here, if we are to stick with 1 hour, let's see what is happening on 1 hour. We have this level, this particular leg here. But we are anticipating the closure of this this 4 hour block. And if there is anything where we can be selling from based on what we are able to spot, and now we cannot continue to look for buy in this type of something because we might be targeting this to be our weak eye, but nonetheless, we've seen some reaction on lower time frame 15 minutes that signal that okay, the other flow is set. So this particular internal structure might be our level of reaction to send price even lower on lower time frame. So it is from this level, if Since we've closed below it on lower time frame, we can just be anticipating a closure of this 4 hour candle for us to be able to do it. So we can be anticipating some kind of reaction from the level on. So that's the 16 pips something and 1575. That's 80 pips return. So that would be our aggressive entry. Aggressive entry, but personally, I'm not taking aggressive trades again, at least for now. So I'll be looking for from within this level, I'll be finding opportunity to sell on lower time frame. So that at least will be able to capitalize on something from the level. So I guess I'll be waiting till 2 o'clock before I take my trades. Or if you cannot see the system, then I would suggest you can just take the internal structure of 4 hour. I guess it's safe somehow to some extent. So it's an aggressive entry. You have to use proper risk management in in your taking of trades. So I guess this will be all, at least for today. Today is Friday. We have some minor impact news, like two that is coming. So we can be anticipating some kind of movement within the market. So I guess that will be all, at least for today. Thank you. Have a lovely and a profitable day. Thank you.